Hey, what's up, everybody? It is me, Sean Tank Top, and I am over here at Casa de Tank Top. I'm hanging out with my very good friends, Dustin and Morgan Drace, over there at the Dojo Drace. How you doing over there, Draces?
Buddy!
What?
You know that?
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
Can you fix that?
No.
Say it's like you're being born or you're dying at the same time,
Yeah.
you know, or whatever the fuck it is. We're talking about all that shit because we're talking about Loki right now, you guys. We're on season 2, episode 2 of Loki. Show didn't really miss a beat, like kind of coming back and stuff like that. I think that we just kind of I think they're still after Sylvie, and we just kind of don't quite understand exactly the whole other than just like, I don't know, I guess we need to the timelines are shit fucked and we need to unshit fuck them or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I suppose that's what it is.
Whatever. It's just gonna be fun little jaunt through time, trying to find our lady.
Who's hanging out in an 80s fucking McDonald's over there.
Yeah.
The McDonald's of our childhood.
She's probably been like pushed around through timelines, and like it seems like most of them don't have chicken nuggets.
Nope. No chicky nuts.
Well, no, she's a survivor. She's gone through a bunch of desolate planets and multiverses and all that type of stuff, and so she's like, I think it's
no rat, no something.
Nothing without a face. The big thing was like, he needs to prune himself at this amount of time so he can get back to the thing. Otherwise, the thing will go haywire with the thing. Who pruned him? Because he didn't prune himself. Remember, he was sitting there and he got pruned in the back.
Yeah,
that's true.
We're dealing with time travel, so I think that there's going to be like.
Or he did prune himself. It was another him.
Or somebody else went back in. Like maybe it was her. Maybe it was Sylvie. Maybe it was MOBIUS. Maybe it was fucking Casey.
Who pruned you, Loki?
I know who pruned me.
There might be not to bring up the previous Marvel show because the less said about it, the better. But like as far as you know, like, because kind of the shapeshifter of it all, where it's just like kind of like anything can kind of be undone. There's a little bit of that conceit that can be done with time travel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or something will kind of always be able to work out because somebody is always going back in time and fixing it and making it so. But the thing is, I don't really give a fuck about that as a conceit, as long as it's not like, it doesn't render like emotional moments useless, and as long as it doesn't. As long as the show is as entertaining to watch as this show is.
And I think that because we have such good actors in this, it's you're just kind of like, I will watch whatever the main storyline doesn't really matter. I just want to watch these characters like just hang out, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I feel like that was what Secret Invasion had the problem where it's like,
well, it had great actors, but it was just Drek to deal with, and they are clued in on this story and this tone, and it just like they got the right mix going on. It seems like,
yeah. Sometimes with time travel, that was the one good thing that Endgame did, where they had we have a limited amount of Pym particles for the story purpose.
Yeah, for story purpose.
Like, okay, cool. Like we only have
100%,
3 tries. Right, cool, great.
There are parameters. It's not
exactly.
Just,
it's like, granted, it's comic books. If we need to make more Pym particles, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah,
but
we found the Pym tree.
I don't know. I mean, like anything else we're looking out for? You guys just want to get into it?
I want to see what's going on over here.
2. Let's figure it out.
Let's figure it out.
Yeah, I want to see them fuck up this fucking vintage ass fucking.
I want to see them.
I want to see them all.
Also just them fucking themselves. You know what I mean? Like each other, which would be cool. But also, dude, do it in the ball pit.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Yo, but it's like a newer ball pit, right? Because it's like that's like a fresh new. Yeah. They just opened that fucking McDonald's in Oklahoma.
It might be new, but like how many rounds of kids and after hours teenagers and.
We appreciate you guys very much for hanging out with us as we go through Loki Season 2, Episode 2. If you guys want to get early and uncut access every week to our reactions, you guys can do that by becoming a part of our Patreon over there. The Patreon, which is linked in the top pinned comment or the description below you, that takes you over to our Patreon. That gets you full and uncut access all like as early as we can possibly get it to you. And you guys get to see it before anybody else does. So we hope that you guys consider doing that because it's a ton of uncut content there. You get early bird access to a ton of other stuff that we're doing on the premium tier, and all of our animated coverage and a ton of other stuff over there. So we hope you guys consider doing that. But if you can't do that, just hit us with you can just prune us a little like, a subscribe, ring the bell thingy over there because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. We appreciate you guys for hanging out with us.
Stimulates the economy, hurts no one.
Oh God, Biden variant, Loki Biden, just a sleepy Loki, like. I'm burned with glorious purpose. That's what America's about.
Loki would forgive our student debt.
He would.
Yeah.
Because it could be like, that's mischievous. Huh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, in jolly old London.
1977 London.
It's our only lead.
Nice.
Zaniac.
Zaniac. I wonder if that's I don't think that's a real movie, but I wonder.
I want to watch it.
No, this seems like a fake one. Oh, he's a movie star.
Oh, wow.
The weird Kate Dickie song.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's really heartbreaking.
Ron, you cannot ask me about that. What are you doing? I'm on a date here, man. That stays in the vault. In the vault, you.
He's like, I got drunk with her and she said some really wild shit about immigrants.
Yes.
So we don't hang out anymore.
I used to work with this guy. You look great.
He's acting like he likes him, even though he's never seen him before.
It's okay to have a drink while we're down here because we're still working.
Us when we're behind the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, because we're working.
Oh, can I get your autograph?
Anything for...
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, yes, they finally gave her.
Ooh, she looks so cool.
I love that she got to be hot.
Yeah, that haircut was not doing her any favors.
Yeah, but that outfit,
Yeah.
fucking
Well,
sick.
I'm just having fucking Lovecraft Country flashbacks, like, because she just looks so great in every episode.
You're gonna ruin my life here. Your life here?
Oh, so maybe he found his old life and he's like, I like it. I want to keep it.
Yeah, he's Cyrusing from The Matrix. He goes like, ignorance is bliss. Like,
Yeah.
I want
Well,
to
I
stay in
wonder
the fantasy.
if he killed his other guy on this timeline and just
could've.
kind of popped right in.
Or maybe this is just like another variant that's aware of everything too. It could also not be the same guy. Like, oh, they walked onto the set of Secret Invasion. Oh no, it kind of looks like that.
Where's the fancy lad going off the land?
It's just some fucking random English ox. What the fuck?
Okay.
What are you walking around with a shirt on?
Fuck off.
Whoa. I like that those guys are just like, look at this fancy lad, and you're a guy wearing a tie.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, like everybody.
Sir,
yeah, there's
you're in a full
literally.
suit. You're in a three-piece suit. Oh.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up.
Ooh, he's kind of going into like a little bit of villain mode, actually, right here.
I mean, I love that.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, he's being scary. Look at him.
That's just him messing with his Oscar. He's like, oh man, am I good?
Seems prudent. Okay. Everything you need to know about this, I wrote about it in here.
God damn it! I made the guidebook, and you guys keep coming and asking me.
You never read it.
That's what it said on page 7.
No, section 42 should match with the system.
Is that with the red line?
Oh god damn it! And it is maybe in this time when they don't have YouTube tutorials.
Oh
Yeah.
god, yeah.
The shit that saves my ass every time, you know.
He should have done YouTube with tutorials.
It's just a rigged temp pad.
What does it do?
Well, that's what we're trying to work out. X5 says it somehow blocks TVA tracking.
That's not what it does.
Get this guy to do it. He's got some.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
He's read the manual.
Haven't you read the TVA guidebook?
Exactly. Like.
But of course, Brad knows us and he knows our tactics. But that's what makes for an interesting chess match. Okay, most of all, Brad's an asshole.
Sometimes that is the biggest consideration that you have to keep in mind.
You're just trying to make up for all the terrible, awful shit you've done in your life, you pathetic little man.
Keep going, I want to hear more.
He's like, I've been to therapy a little bit lately. Like, fucking, go ahead. I know what my shit is.
You just make everything worse. For MOBIUS, for B-15, for your mother.
Ooh, and your mom.
You're a loser.
Loki.
You lose. Good day, sir. Shit.
You're a villain.
Red to filth.
You're good at it. Do that.
Yeah, be gay, do crime.
He does both.
Yeah.
Smoke crack, worship Satan. Like, you know, we got the whole thing.
I have done some terrible,
And I can do some terrible and awful things to you.
Yeah.
Are we going to torture Loki? Are we going to the torture variant?
Let's rip off some fingernails.
Jesus Christ.
You know they took our lives, and you're still here. I mean, it's kind of weird, man. I mean, you need to...
He's actually getting to him, though.
And until you do, you're nothing. She's nothing. I don't even know where to start with that, but you're nowhere, man. You're a...
Wow.
Oh.
A silly little man. Wow, he's pissed.
Yeah.
He's the one who cracked.
That's
right
how
on.
he says cunt. He says silly little man.
Silly little... Well, I think he's serving silly little man. Oh, wow.
Mobius, are you all right? I've never seen you like this before.
Well, maybe this will be a little bit more about Mobius's journey and stuff, as opposed to Loki, which I could get down with, you know.
Where are we? I was following you.
No, I was following you.
Mobius, you were clearly ahead of me.
Right?
You know, sometimes the rage builds up and you just gotta let it out.
Try to enslave the human race, you know, like hang out with the Chitauri. It's like, you know.
I was so angry with my father and my brother. I went down to
I mean, you know, like
something bad and...
Or something good. Something bad I can handle. What if it's something good? You think I want to have that rattling around in here?
like the idea of like being satisfaction is scary to him because then he won't have, because he doesn't have to deal with how he actually feels. Like if the problems that he has to kind of keep chasing stop, then
you know, X5 isn't going to talk.
This is just a cool looking show. This is just a good looking fucking program. What do they got?
What is it?
Weird little robot fucking.
And I'll be honest with you, we're down to our last option.
And your last chance.
And this thing is gonna fucking chew your dick off. He does the Batman Dark Knight thing where he locks himself in, puts the door up, like.
I wrote a little script of my own.
Loki, this isn't right. Open up!
One of those things where it's like, I don't need air because I'm a god or something, even though he got choked to death. So he got choked to death by Thanos.
No, Loki. Hey, you're not a villain.
That's what torture is, mischief.
It's just been being a silly little guy. I've been telling you guys that.
And I brought up your mother, and I am...
Is this just like literally like a it's like a floor waxer or something like that, but he's tricking it into thinking it's a torture device?
I don't know.
What
It's like a shop vac, like a... Ooh!
Whoa.
I guess there's a learning curve with this thing, right?
Yeah, there is a learning curve. You know, you could kill me with that.
Could I?
Whoop.
Oh, he's gonna scrunch you down, turn you into a Roblox fucking character. Roblox, yeah, I know what stuff is, kids.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What? Oh gosh.
All right. Sorry. That's only made...
Imagine a mime box, but for real, motherfuck.
What's the penalty for a highly decorated field officer abandoning his mission? You and Docs, I don't buy it.
He's giving him like a David Blaine fucking, like, you know, weird, you know, escape device thing. Here we go.
A little bit of mischief.
Only as good as your plan.
Thank you. Let's go, Zaniac.
Now, you're telling me that was...
Hell of a performance.
All right, if I tell you where she is, are you gonna let me go?
You're gonna show.
Let him go be a movie star.
Oh, only 40 billion.
Oh, God, right.
I'm telling you right now.
Maybe she got a job.
Whoa, hey, okay, all right, look, she's in there. All right, she's in there.
She's like the manager or whatever.
Fill the straw dispenser when you get a sec.
Already done it.
She's working there.
Knew it.
If you had been eating shit with a face for however many hundreds of whatever years or something, you'd want to work there too. Oh, she looks so cute.
It's a simple, honest life.
I haven't come here to make trouble.
Then why are you here?
Also, like a English-speaking McDonald's worker in Oklahoma, I'd go to that McDonald's just for that shit, you know.
This is bigger than the TVA. This is about everything. You like it here?
Like
this place?
This whole thing could potentially be completely fucking obliterated.
I thought you were setting us up for an ambush. Hell, you were just setting us up for a great meal.
This is the greatest McDonald's marketing since Mac and Me.
Was that good marketing though?
It's horrifying.
Get me back to the sacred timeline. It's like, although now it's just get me out of here, which is...
Uh-oh.
Is this a setup?
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, does he know about the
Crew is
SWAT
coming.
team
Yeah.
that's coming?
Yeah.
They're gonna die. Orange shirt. She's gonna die. Most importantly, we.
She's like, who you calling orange shirt?
All this for Sylvie?
Oh, they're like gonna bomb the whole fucking place.
Men are all carrying reset charges.
That's how they're bombing all the timelines at once. They're all connected to that central control panel.
That's our target.
I mean, she's really good at her job, though.
They got her in full like fucking like Darth mode and shit with that fucking setup. Holy shit.
She's just genociding all over. But it's like, I mean, she really got it done.
Yeah.
She's already killed a lot of people.
Don't overthink it.
Nice. We're holding hands for stopping genocide. We're not holding hands for any other reason, god dang it. Damn, they got a lot.
Yeah.
Did they get all of them?
They got almost all of it. Looks like all of them.
Those are lives.
Time travel?
I guess, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Can
I
you
mean,
just time travel and stop Docs from doing that? It is still there.
they didn't get all of them.
She'll be here. I'm good.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
You know he's got a crush on her.
Sort of looks like she was gonna roll a space joint. I was like, what has she got there?
Right? It was like,
I mean, it's McDonald's, you got off. Because I'm like, you're off work, you're sitting on your truck. Like, when somebody has their hands like this, I'm like, what else are you
that
doing?
might as well be what fucking joints are to me, because I'm so fucking bad at smoking weed. I get so fucking paranoid and weirded out and shit like that. You know,
I don't smoke, but I know it's a thing. If you work a fast food job, you get off your job or during your job, if you're on top of your truck, that is weed smoke time. Everybody knows that. Ooh, piano.
Oh, we're getting old-timey upright piano over there.
It's called pronounced piano. It's
We're
not
going
piano.
to Chicago, I think.
Yeah.
Some saloon jams.
Yeah. It's Westworld all of a
This is
sudden.
some real hot jizz music.
What?
Chicago!
There it is.
Chicago! Look at, she's looking great.
Chicago, my kind of shithole.
It kind of looks like our apartment.
Yeah. Loki starts a Chicago fire by
Tipping over a cow.
tipping a cow over.
Why are we going cow tipping? I don't know. It'd be mischievous.
You gotta frame that bitch.
That would be
Miss
some
O'Leary.
mischief, starting the Chicago fire.
Yeah.
Oh, all of the...
Maybe she's...
I love that little flickered text action.
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool.
She should have... You always gotta wear boots when you do this.
He told me that we need to put this package in that window. It was his plan, meant to protect all of time.
Are we pulling like a Back to the Future, like 2 or whatever, where we're like leaving a message for ourselves or whatever?
Better.
Not really.
Not really. I don't do...
That's cute. Oh, this is like young him, maybe, perhaps.
He's making candles, I think.
Yeah.
He's a candle maker.
Uh-huh. Even this little street urchin's clothes are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he looks like a mixologist.
Yeah.
What he
I mean,
does
this
with
is Chicago.
with his overalls and stuff.
I think I've been to this themed bar.
So that kid got
He invents the TVA.
TVA pilled. They're
Talk
like,
about an Ouroboros, like where
they're
it's
like,
what,
here,
who's
blow your
starting
mind.
What, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense, because, yeah, Ouroboros wrote the book, and he's the one eating his own tail and starting time and ending time.
It's gonna be an awkward reunion, face to face with the woman who tried to kill us both.
Loki's hanging out with people that he tried to kill all the time. Constantly. Come on.
No, Loki's like, I do this all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
most of the people I hang out with, I've tried to kill at least once. See? Look at that style.
And also they get to kind of do a cute little Sherlock Holmes bit. This looks very Holmes and Watson kind of, you know.
How could I have forgotten? Chicago World's Fair. H.H. Holmes.
They're name dropping him. Nice.
Or maybe the little kid has something that he like presents at the World's Fair. Or he.
Oh, he's definitely gonna make like a fucking. He's gonna introduce some weird kind of like contraption or something.
It's gonna be like, let me talk about the multiverse. He has a TED talk in one of the tents.
He does the shit that Kevin Feige does, where he gets like the timeline of all the upcoming movies and shit.
Hey, Ghost Clock.
Ghost Clock. You little shit. Come here, you newsy. Now go join a union.
Thanks, Christian Bale.
But perhaps we can shape it.
He's just a theater kid. He just likes making characters and like.
Is the future of energy.
And just what would you know about the future?
Oh, there it is. There it is. You were just waiting for it.
Also, they're sort of positing him as like this kind of Tesla figure or something like that too. You know, like.
I aim to power the entire planet.
Kind of fun, like old kind of Frankenstein-y type shit, you know, like it's alive, it's alive. It's gonna break though, buddy.
Welcome to the future.
I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, I mean, for this day and age.
And his aura is the only thing that can get us access to the loom. And who knows what else he can do.
Yeah, and he doesn't know that he's evil yet. He just thinks he's doing science.
Yeah. And then like maybe what they're gonna do is they'll take him back, they'll rip him from his timeline, they'll ruin his life or whatever, and then that will cause him to become evil.
Where can we talk?
That's quite a device you've got there, Ty.
Yeah, robber baron.
But I still...
Yeah, right, pretty much.
It's probably, I mean, it's either Edison or it's his guys, because that guy he's like, nobody fucks up my bag.
I was thinking more along the lines of a partnership. You give me the patent rights.
And I'll bilk you for every fucking thing that this thing is worth.
Oh, that's a great idea. That mustache says, trust me.
Gentlemen, I will be taking all formal bids.
Perhaps $500 would conclude the bidding.
I'll give you 6.
7.
I wonder if he's Flim Flam Man actually now.
Yeah. Oh, that could be kind of fun.
He has a partner. That's his partner.
I suggest you take it.
He's gonna say, yeah, sure. If he says yes, then you're absolutely right.
Like we're watching Inventing Timely.
I believe we have a deal.
He's like, you look poor.
You're right. Oh my God! Just a stack of cash. It's like.
Yep.
Nice. Good call, Mo.
Flim Flam Man.
Also, don't do that handoff in the exact same bar.
Listen, everyone's like half blind on the ale.
Yeah.
And food poisoning.
Dude, when you start to look up the amount of alcohol that the average American citizen imbibed in this era, it is like staggering.
Yeah, because water made you shit yourself.
Exactly.
See, Abe Lincoln's really problematic.
Who said that? Which one of y'all dead motherfuckers just said that shit? Was it you, String Bean? You skinny ass looking motherfucker?
Come on.
The amazing Loki, everyone. He'll be.
Good way to play it off.
I want my money back, Timely. These trousers don't work.
Councilman, what?
Oh, he's like a.
He's selling inventions all over.
Yeah, he's just a huckster. He's just like a huckster inventor type thing, you know.
Maybe adjust the settings
Next week.
next week. Fine.
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 Mr. Timely.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just punch Renslayer in the fucking back of the head and just take everybody. No, I mean, like, what? Like, what are we doing?
I know, like, Loki can do magic. He should just transport them away from...
Your inventions are fake! Timely!
Oh. His name is just Robert Barron.
I know.
Mr. Robert Barron.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, I know. You'd be stuck on it. You can't really disappear unless you jump off of it.
There's no escape from this guy!
I think he...
Oh, I think, yeah, he's just gonna jump off
Did
the
he
side.
just jump through? Yeah.
Listen, he's been scamming for 25 years.
And I like that he kind of knows everybody on the fairgrounds, and they're all sort of like in on it, like it's another one of his
That
ruses
kid
or whatever.
got a TVA manual and's like, I got a scam.
Sylvie,
Oh.
You stay out of this.
Girl.
She's like, I'm gonna kick his ass on every timeline.
It's like, I gotta kill another one.
but if the loom fails and the TVA is destroyed, there won't be a life to go back to.
Yeah, like, don't bring the TVA into it. Just be like, the universe is collapsing.
All life everywhere that you could possibly conceive of is gonna be, including your McDonald's in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, that's the headline, man.
We need your help.
No, Mobius. There is no we. Not anymore.
okay, now punch that chick in the face.
That's your answer to everything, Sean.
And then, well, I mean, like, come on, you just gotta start punching. Like, but no, like.
You haven't got a clue, have you?
About what?
Those lives, your home, are in danger.
That's how you. That's what you lead with.
That, like, you should have said that like 5 minutes ago, bro.
This is your moment.
Oh, being a ghost. Oh my gosh, that's cute.
This way.
Oh, that's cute.
He's like,
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Loki, come on.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely not.
Fuck no, dude.
He's not freaked out by that at all.
Are we positing a romantic relationship between these two right now?
I think so, yeah.
The temperature isn't go down to 40 degrees.
Why would you want a cold?
Because your ass hurts.
It's good for the hemorrhoids.
He's like, you're not gonna be walking right after. You're gonna need to cool down.
You're gonna be after I have finished
Practical.
clapping those cheeks, like, or whatever.
You know what? Necessity is the mother of all invention. Maybe he's been railing so many chicks and they've been complaining that they're like, hey, buddy.
Which resulted in the creation of new timelines, which would each see the rebirth of countless different versions of you.
Are you saying I created the TVA?
He's like, I always knew I was the main character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is why you need me.
Ooh, hand on the thigh, too. That's how it starts.
But he was protecting me.
He switches sides. It's a well-documented bit.
We have several movies to prove it.
So, what's this latest work of yours that's so important?
She's so cute.
So if they do start a three-way, she'd definitely be, like, watching first. Obviously. Just that little face right there.
Time. You.
Yes. I brought it to you.
You brought it to him the way the postman brings the post. We both know who.
She is jealous.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see the man you'll become.
This is moving at a lightning pace. This romance here.
Appreciate that.
Miss Minutes is devastated. She's gonna murder this lady.
You think so?
She's like, get your hands off my man.
Off of my man. Oh, maybe she's like,
Well, she saw him pull away. She's like, okay, yeah. He hates you.
That's right.
See?
Ooh.
Okay, so she's not gonna kill her. She's gonna.
You heard her, Victor. Partnership.
She got in his head.
Look at all your amazing work. I'm so happy to be here.
What's going on with this clock?
Oh, she's running her hands over there like this.
You have always been so smart, Victor.
Oh, I'm getting like weird, like kind of like overbearing mom like vibes from her and shit from this, you know?
Don't we have to get to the TV?
It might be smart to lay low for a while. We made quite the ruckus back there.
Weird.
I mean, there's always been like a kind of vaguely insidious like kind of undercurrent with her.
I was just a simple AI, just something to play chess with. But you knew I could be more.
This is kind of like the Blade Runner kind of scenario. Like I get to meet my creator, and like they don't give a flying fuck about me.
There was one whim you never allowed me. Why didn't you allow me a real body?
Oh, she wanted a sexy boo body.
If I had a body, we could truly lead together.
Oop.
Just I need.
Yes, that's.
There's a voice actress named Tara Strong with a fucking awesome set of fucking.
His name's Victor. Victor Frankenstein, putting her into like corpse body.
And we got all these mannequins behind and everything. Interesting. And we talked about Frankenstein before. It's alive. It's alive. Yeah, all that. Yeah. Ooh.
She wants to be a lady.
Put that down. Don't do this. We're a team. You need me. I love you.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, things are getting quite strange.
Oh my god. Oh, it's like a prototype pruner.
Yeah.
Who are you to lecture me about losing my way?
We've all lost our way, but someone has to keep track.
We're all pieces of shit, but we need to be pieces of shit together.
In order.
No.
Ooh, Sylvie.
Yeah.
Gonna kill him again. Uh-oh.
Well, why wouldn't she just let Ravonna do it, though?
Oh, maybe she did it to stop him. To stop her, possibly.
That's what I was gonna say, like, when you just let it happen. I'm very confused. They all have the same goals, kind of, except for...
She's gonna be like, come with me if you want to live.
Yeah. That would
It
make
has to be that.
sense. Yeah.
This guy's having a day.
A little bit.
He's having the last 25 years, man.
You don't know me. You don't know the...
There's another ruse. Is he turning her?
Don't make me regret this.
Oh, you will. There's an Avengers movie that still needs to happen.
I suppose I've been a box you've been wanting to tick for a long time.
No, I'm just gonna punch in the gut.
Oh, finally, somebody's punching this woman. Like,
Be careful what you wish for.
She loves kicking people through time doors.
really does.
And
oh wow, with his body still there. That's crazy. It's like you wanted to end up with him.
there you are. Have fun. Ew.
Oh my God.
He's dead and he's a corpse. Ugh.
He's been dead for a minute.
They're both stuck there with this corpse.
They're both stuck there with their man.
Miss Minute's still gonna do it.
She could, yeah. She's like, well, I'm technically not alive either.
Really big one. About you. I can tell you, but...
But what?
It's gonna make you real angry.
I'm intrigued on that one.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, Dustin. Like as far as like, I just like how this show operates.
Yeah. I'm just here for the set pieces.
Yeah.
And, like, look, and like...
Because if you think about it, I was like a little bit frustrated. I need to stop thinking about it where I'm like, Ravonna's goal is to get him back to the TVA, to the loom.
And their goal.
Loki and Tom Hiddleston's goal is to get him back to the TVA, to the loom. One of them needs, like, Loki is like god of mischief.
Was it to get him back to the TVA?
She kept saying I need you for the loom or whatever. I swear she was
Is it to make it?
Yeah, maybe their goals are a little.
They must have been
parallel.
different. I just didn't quite.
She didn't want to get him back to that timeline to fix that. She wanted him to create.
Okay.
It's the same thing as giving him the book that creates the impetus of what the TVA is. So I don't think that they were
creating the
necessarily
branch
aligned
that
at
she
all.
controls.
I see. Okay. I get that the TVA is like bad and pruning variants, but they were pruning a lot less people than got killed in this current timeline. So I'm kind of like Loki and Mobius, aren't you kind of fighting for the mega pruning to happen? And
They didn't want that to happen, though.
They didn't want it to happen, but if she creates the TVA and goes back in time before that happens, maybe they can prevent it. That's where I'm confused.
Sure. Yeah, I think
I'm like they're trying to like save this current state that we have.
They're trying to save the cheerleader and save the world.
And I'm like, well, wouldn't you want her to just go back through the same shit? And I know it's terrible, but like do the same shit and then you can jump in and like.
I think that's what's happening regardless in a certain sense, honestly. Like, or what will happen in the story. I mean, I think their idea is that it's because I guess it's because they're the caretaker of the sacred timeline. And they know that for a fact. And so I think that's kind of the idea. And they said something a little earlier where they were like, the timelines that we pruned are starting to grow again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like
it's like they're weeds. I mean, it's a weed.
Oh, so they're growing again.
And I think the idea is that like you have to get yourself like okay with the idea of a sacred timeline, whatever that may be to you, and to obviously to
not this one,
to Kang and to Vaughn. You know, like they have, and Miss Minutes, they have like that one sacred timeline, and that's the one that like. Then all the other ones are like, well, it seems evil, but you're like, nope, that's not. Nope. You're preventing all of these things, so you're kind of constantly like.
Got it.
Weeding out the other ones.
The stakes are kind of so like esoterically kind of like broad and shit like that it's a little hard to kind of grasp like in the moment, but it's just about I think what Dustin was saying before, it's just like kind of like the players and how good everybody is and how well made the show is and stuff like that, and it's kind of like.
And sadly, I'm gonna say something controversial here. This is a bit of a Book of Boba Fett where Loki's the least interesting thing about this show right now.
In this episode, absolutely.
Especially this episode.
But not,
for
not
sure.
the last two.
Yeah.
I was having fun with him.
I feel like it's just like he's just running around crying about like how dangerous the He Who Remains is.
Or like saying the same and saying kind of the same thing
over and over and over.
Yeah. Right.
Mobius and Loki were kind of like, it wasn't really about.
They're
I mean,
spinning their
this
wheels,
episode was just about Miss Minutes and Ravonna.
And I thought that was some of the most interesting shit in the episode, honestly.
He's like, they're all gonna die, and I'm like, well, if the big bads aren't really worried about it, are we all gonna die? Because like that would mean they would die too. So I'm like, if they're like, I am not even fucking concerned about all that, why should I be? Because I'm like, I know they want to live. Because like I'm assuming they don't want to like be obliterated. So I'm like, well, then how much are we all gonna die actually? If our big
Are you talking about the
Miss
Kangs,
Minutes and Ravonna apparently were informed by Loki and Mobius what's going on, and she's like, everything's crumbling, right? So she's not concerned about it.
Right, because she's trying to build the sacred timeline.
So
back
she's
up.
gonna go back in time.
She's trying to build the original one and redo that sacred timeline. That's what I'm thinking. I was saying you got to kind of get right
I'm
with
like
the sacred
so
timeline.
confused on that.
Yeah, so like, she's like, I'm not concerned about whatever's happening to you because that's not going to happen.
Oh,
because we're building it.
Like I'm caretaking this moment that I feel like needs to happen and needs to be like, you know, in order to sustain this, and you are caretaking your moment. You know what I mean? Like there's sort of like almost like where, I don't know, I guess like if you thought about it like a rope or whatever it is, it's like I'm trying to mend this part of the rope that's more towards the beginning, and you're trying to mend the fraying of a rope that's like more towards the end of, you know, like towards the end of it or something like that. That's sort of how I think about it.
Okay.
Multiple save points in a video game where you're like, I'm going to go back to this other one and go try this other timeline. They all still kind of exist, but the other one doesn't matter to you anymore because you've gone back.
Or going back and playing a level again and doing it better, you know, or something like that, you know, or something like that. You know, it's like the but yeah, no, but like I loved, and I kind of hope at this point Miss Minutes and Renslayer are kind of the most interesting things right now. Yeah. Like this whole Frankenstein thing, and you were picking up on. I mean, obviously, it's pretty hard to miss. She's a big fucking cartoon face going like or whatever it is. You know, like when vying for this guy's like affection in whatever way and stuff like that. But she wants a body and everything like that. You know, like it was. Yeah, dude, absolutely. I mean,
it's his fault because he like kind of was started a program in some. You know, you can have like a fake girlfriend AI.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he did that.
we get her, but with Miss Minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Miss Minutes gonna hire a sex worker and be like, listen, I've explained the whole thing. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be fine.
Both of these figures are sort of like they look up to him so much in a certain way, but they become like these kind of domineering like villains to him in this certain sense, like they're taking him hostage, or you're gonna do what I want to do. Like, you know, she was kind of going, she was kind of getting, Miss Minutes was sort of what was it, kind of going like a little bit of misery, like a little bit, like, you know, like I just need you to stay, I just need you to stay in that bed and write that timeline, you know, or whatever whatever it is.
She should have like hobbled him and then just give him a laboratory.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, like that stuff I think is very interesting. Like that shit, as far as like I like that a lot. And I like, you know, the Chicago stuff was great too. Like you know, the whole
the set piece. I was just like, I don't really. The story wasn't as like interesting as the set pieces and the old timiness of it and the villain work. Like we were fleshing out the villains, and I'm like, wait, because like after the show, sometimes I really do have to like sit and like think about even what happened, because I'm like, I don't even really understand.
It moves very quickly. It's very flim flam. It's very
and
kind
it's
of what,
time
or
travel,
like,
and
or
it's
like you know what it is. Like I think it's one of those things where it's like we got like, you know, OB sitting there and he's going and he's like, we're gonna die. This is happening. This is blah, 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 blah. Save me all that. Just drop me in Chicago and have them kind of slowly, you know, because it's all delivered like a super fast, like Aaron Sorkin walk and talk, like walk and run.
Yeah.
And like, and you know, I think that sometimes, not that these are necessarily that hard of premises to understand, I just think that it's like a joke setup. I think it's like, if the audience doesn't fully understand the premise, then the punchline isn't going to land. And I think that sometimes, because of how, you know, how quickly these things, like, I think that they're probably a little nervous insofar as they're afraid that people will be confused by some of this stuff, so it makes them deliver it in like amongst an action sequence. I don't know, it's like the Terminator thing, like we're in the middle of a car chase and I'm telling you the plot of the exposition of the movie. You know what I'm saying?
The fight with Sophie, I'm just like, Sorry, Sylvie. Oh my God, I'm gonna do that forever.
Yeah.
With Sylvie, it was like, this is Loki. He's like the king of flipping people, of like telling them to get him on his side, and to lead with the TVA's in danger.
Right.
With
to the woman who killed He Who Remains, who said fuck everything, who is that's not how
Very strange for that character.
Right. Well, no, and then that's where you sort of get into like we're making a TV show. You know what I mean? Like, where, you know, also why we're not punching Renslayer in the face. Yeah, it just gets it just kind of runs away from itself a little bit with some of that, with some of that stuff. And I think that that's also not a bad look as far as like Loki, but Loki kind of being like among the least interesting things, but that's sort of like a kind of a TV show of it all. Like sometimes you're watching Lost and, you know, Jack is sort of like the main character, and we just hang out with Huey and you know and Kate or whatever the fuck it is, and we learn a little bit more about. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you mean. But it's a finite. It's 6 episodes. It's very finite.
Yeah, and we have a lot of characters, and it's like, I agree with you guys. Like, if I was like a cutthroat, ruthless editor, this is why I can never be a really good editor. Sometimes you're like a whole character needs to be excised to make things move better. So like, honestly, all the stuff back at the temporal loom, like all of the cool set piece with like Ouroboros flipping switches and saying goofy shit, and like B-15 and Pillboy, like all those Casey. I love those characters, but they're not really needed. Like,
in this episode, no,
not at all. We don't need to go back there at all.
That's 5 minutes of screen time that we could absolutely use in utilizing other things.
Exactly. And so, like, I think that, but like, do I like those characters? And would
of course.
But it's one of those, like, if you didn't know they existed, would you be sad about it? Like, no. But like, because I know they exist, I'm like, oh, but I liked them.
Some of my critique of this show seems like I think it seems more serious than it actually is. Like when I say like I don't understand the stakes of this show, like you know what I mean. Like for this show, I think the thing the way that it differs from Book of Boba Fett is that that was true.
That show made me angry. This show doesn't make me angry.
That's what I'm saying. Like whereas like that show was like, well, we're not really executing this element of the story like as well as we could, but everything else sucks ass too,
including our military tactics.
But this show is just delightful, and it kind of does it. You're kind of not as worried about it. It's like it's like I don't know. It's like you're kind of weird regular who's just entertaining, doesn't give you too much problems. You don't really know what this motherfucker is all about.
They
but
just have 3 beers. They tip appropriately and they're on their way.
They tip appropriately and they give you a bunch of weird ass stories that you're just kind of and they get you through
that regular. Okay.
They get you through the like the slower part of the shift before things really turn the fuck up, and they make it kind of more bearable, or either on the tail end when you're closing or when you're opening it. You know what I mean? And that's sort of how I kind of see this program. You know what I mean? Like, which is like, again, for Marvel, like that's tremendous. You know what I mean? Like,
you're happy to see them. They enrich the color of the world. They show up. You're like, because every bar needs a regular, and this show is like, definitely that. It's like comfortable and entertaining, and you don't have to think about it too much.
You can if you want. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And also, I mean, this is as far as return customers, this is the first one. This is the first second season. None of the other shows have gotten a second season. They've all been miniseries. So I don't know. A pretty damn fun one. We're having fun with this show over here. We hope that you guys are having fun with these reactions. If you guys want to get early access to all of our reactions to Loki before the end of the season, because we got ourselves the rest of the season, the latter half of the season is upcoming, and if you guys want to get those reactions before anybody else does, and you guys want to get them full and uncut, you guys can do that by becoming a part of our Patreon, y'all. The link's in the top pinned comment or the description below. You click either one of those, you head on over, you hit us up at the premium streaming tier, you get full and uncut access to all of our Loki coverage. So we hope you guys consider doing that. But if you guys can't do that and you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like and a subscribe. Ring that bell thingy over there, because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. We appreciate you guys for hanging out with us, and we will check y'all later.